Hello everyone, this is Instructor AK from EK Technology. We'll be covering today AWS Solution Architect Associate level. And of course, last video we have known about so many modules. An example, we have completed Introduction to Cloud Computing. What is cloud computing? Advantage of it. Service module, deployment module, so on. We've also known about AWS certifications, also known about signing and type of service plan, so on. So today we'll be learning about the launching the Linux, right? Today we'll be learning about how to launch Linux in your AWS the clouding. Also, you have learned last video the Windows operating system. We have seen how we connect from instance to RDP, remote desktop, and so on. So today we'll be covering the AWS, which is Linux. Okay. As you can see right now, I'm in here with my AWS on the cloud board, and over here you can see there are that regions you wanna start with the data link center, that which region you wanna have it for yourself to be able to deploy your multi-function work. And also, as you can see over here, resource group services, I have shown you everything for the first video. So I don't want to waste time with you guys, and of course the time need to be a little shorter period. So we're gonna go ahead right away, jump into the running instance. We're studying our instance Linux. So how we run the Linux instance in our AWS. So we're gonna go to launch instance. Viewers, as you can see over here, we got a free tire, same as like last the Windows operating system when we installed, same as usual, but the difference is the Linux. That you're gonna see at Red Hat, you're gonna see SUSE Linux, you're gonna see Ubuntu's. They're all type of Linux, but they work the same. But you have to click on the free tire to be able to get your free tire Linux. Okay, you can work any one of the volume, as long as you know that how to work with Linux. So Amazon has its own Linux distributions that is largely binary compatible and with the Red Hat Enterprise, and also therefore CentOS, this offering has been in production since September 2011. So it's a development since 2010 actually, So as you can see, so many servers over here to be able to launch your instance. So we're gonna be, of course, know about the Linux actually, what Linux, work for, AWS. Is it really mandatory to learn Linux in AWS? Of course, in my opinion, it's not a mandatory, but it's to very good to be knowing Linux. It will be added advantage of for all of your individual to work with the services of AWS programmability. Okay, so you'll be able to know all the program that will be advantages your work. You'll be moving more forward than any other work, so that it's more advantageous to be able to know that you has completed your Linux course. So Linux is very important as well. So it's not mandatory you have to learn, but it's better to be learned about it. So you're gonna select and also we're gonna go now same as usual. We're gonna go choose instance type. We're gonna go to configure instance. We check instance 1, that's good. VPC perfect. Subnet mask we have to press get a US East 2A because we are region Ohio now. And also our capacity, IMA role, everything is perfect, everything is good, tenancy and everything. So add storage. So this add storage, as you can see, that last the Windows operating system, when we installed it, we can see that we got 30 GB the memory we had. But over here in Linux, they give you defaultly 8 GB. Okay, so over here everything is good, not applicable, and general purposes SDGP2, everything is good. We're gonna go to add tag. We're gonna go add tag. We're gonna name as Linux. We're gonna go to Linux, and we're gonna enter example the value as name. Okay, our name and key, which is Linux. We're gonna go to configure security group. Now, there's a little question maybe raised that why SSH, why TCP/24, and so on. So now, why is an SSH? Because when you want to launch your Linux instance always plays for SSH protocol, because SSH is for the Linux. As you can see, that security group is a set of firewall rules that completely control traffic on page. You can read all of it, so you'll be about more in details. And over here the rules sources 0.0.0, the IP address allow for your instance for the security purposes. You can if you work for Windows operating system, then of course we would go for RDP, which is over here. As you can see, RDP here. So now we are launching Linux. For the Linux, we have to go with SSH. That's the defaultly set up in AWS. We're gonna go launch, and everything you have to check. Everything is okay, perfect. I'm gonna go there, right? So now, as you can see, that choose an existing key pair. If you don't have any existing key pair, then you have to create one new key pair. But seems like I have a one key pair. We can see EK Technology Linux. Okay. Okay, that's my Linux that I have been, had it before this key pair, so I don't have to install new existing key pair. Okay, so I press acknowledge and launch instance. Well, guys, as you can see, your instance are now launching. And view instance. It will take a little while to launch this instance. So basically, this is your Linux operating system where you get your all the functionality, your capability. You will be able to work multiple things, networking, you're sharing, you're launching applications, your deployment, so many other work. Okay, as you can see, the status check, your status check is not still success. Okay, because it's still working. Monitoring, so you're gonna go to monitor, and as you can see, the monitoring that our disk and everything over here, retain networking. Okay, and the tag also Linux name tag. Okay, that's our tag. So description, that's our public IPv4 address. Okay, DNS, we have a private IPS, VPC ID. Under this VPC ID that our the operating system is launching. Scheduled events, there are so many things you have to read it. There's a key pair name, as you can know, that EK Tech Linux. Launch time as well, of course you can see the launch time as well, so many things. So if you go briefly, go ahead with the description. So we're going to check our initializing, that status check is still staking. It will take a little while to finish it up. Monitoring is disabled. Key name, security group, wizard 11. Take a little time while you come back from next slide. PUTTY, putty.org. Once you type putty.org, and then you can see download putty. You press, click here, then you with your 32-bit or 64-bit from your Windows installer, whichever preference you want to take. That's how you install your putty design. Okay. Dear viewers, as you can see, I have a Linux operating system over here, and right now I can see that our 2x2 checks, everything is done. Our status check is perfect, everything is good, because previous the Linux operating system, I have to terminate it for some of the mechanism. So I have installed new Linux, same proceedings and everything. So now, right now we're gonna go to our present, P-U-T-T-Y, present, okay. So once our present, we have to load our keep here. We're gonna go to all files, Linux AKPM. So before we saw the video that we have installed EK, but instead of this one, we have created a new keep here. This one, opened it, successfully imported. That's good. And now we have to save the generate key in order to, accomplish the connected between Linux operating system with this keep here. So you're gonna go to save private key. Once you save private key, it will give you, are you sure you want to save the key without, the passpair? And you said yes. Okay. Then you have to give a name in your desktop. In example, Linux EK Tech. Okay. Suppose you're working for EK Technology Company. So you press save and then you go close. As you can see, our Linux EK Technology operating system, the Linux Zen installed here. From this, we enter our coding and everything, the Linux. That's how we work from there, like how the RDP, okay, remote desktop for the Windows operating system, like this one. And for Linux, we have to have a sign for this Zen, okay. So everyone, as you can see, our Linux operating system, this is the instance, this is our virtual Linux operating system. So now we're going to be, configure our PuTTY app. So we type here PuTTY app. Okay, so what is PuTTY applications? Why we are getting this one? So basically, this one, in order to connect from your Linux instance through your PuTTY app. So this is the one will take you to your Linux operating system. So that's how we're configuring. So you're configuring now your Linux. Okay. So now you have to enter your the IP address to here. Of course, this IP address will be work for your private. That's a new private IP address. When you'll see that this configuring is almost done and everything, the Linux operating system will come with the blackboard. You'll see your private IP address will be appear with this one DNS. Okay. Okay. So now you're gonna go to SSH. Now we're gonna go authenticate. So authenticate what? So authenticate, we're gonna go to the desktop, which is our the PuTTY where we install in our desktop. Okay. Now we press open. All right. Okay. As you can see, guys, we clearly can see that our operating system Linux has been installed, and it has been showing that you're deploying, you're launching your Linux in AWS. Okay, now you can start your work. So there's one code you have to know, the user code, which is, let me show you. Okay, so basically Linux instance username. Of course, if you wanna use for Linux, Amazon Linux that we are doing right now, because we are installing the Linux through the Amazon Web Service. So you have to type your user. If you want to go for Real, CentOS, SUSE, Ubuntu, whichever operating system you are using, and you have to enter this username for it. So you're gonna go for Amazon Linux. So we are typing EC2 -u Azure. Okay. All right. As you can see, the IP address IPv4, it does match with this one. We have to just skip make sure that it is okay. 18, 20, 22, 23, 237, 24. Perfect. It's good. Now we're going to press enter. Okay. There you guys. As you can see, that authentication with public key has success. And this is our the public. This is our public IP. This is our private IP, and this is the private DNS. Okay. Okay. That's how it shows. Now, if you wanna go for ping, so we can go for ping 8.8.8.8. Now, if you wanna go for check this operating system, you wanna work for your coding. If you know all this coding, want to deploy some kind of work and stuff, so you can start using this Linux operating system through Amazon Web Services. So now I'm gonna press enter. As you can see, it's taking my ping and it started working. Okay, it's good. So now we can start our operating system in Linux, and we can work as much as the applications, networks, so on and so on. We can work with this one. Okay, so that's how it works. So I'm gonna close it. It's like similar, like same thing. Windows operating system, like remote desktop will come up, and with the Linux, that's how it look like. So you have to have a operating system Linux, that all this coding and everything, in order to work with Linux operating system. So guys, thank you very much. Now I'm gonna terminate this instance state. So terminate. That's how you terminate. You go to instance state and you press terminate. Yes, I want to terminate. And it will take a little time to terminate this operating system, and you will web it off everything from here, this box, once it's terminated clear. So you're gonna wait till it's clear. It's showing over here that shutting down. Okay guys, that's it. It's terminated. Everything has disappeared. Nothing is in there. No IP address, nothing there. Or status check, no pass, nothing. So it's successfully terminated. Okay, so you have to terminate like this way. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching patiently, and please keep practicing with this lab again and again, and in order to your success your IT career. Okay, thank you very much for watching this video with EK Technology with Instructor AK, and hopefully see you next session. Till you guys, take care. Bye bye.